Hello guys, so quickly before we get started, I would just like to point out the fact that I only use my Gunslinger for Shadow Towers and for speedruns. I wouldn't really recommend farming in a Gunslinger because the Neo Ninja is a lot faster. So let's get into the stats. So for my stats, they're pretty average. I have 277k magic damage, 100 crit hit, 1729 critical damage. So for the subclass, you want to be using the Luna Lancer. My stellars are pretty standard. On my face I have crit damage, magic damage, and attack speed. On my gun I have crit damage, jump, and attack speed. On my face I have critical damage, max health, and attack speed. So, the reason I have max health instead of magic find here is because I only ever use my Gunslinger for Shadow Towers, and I don't really need the extra magic find. On my ring I'm using magic damage and energy regen, for the same reason that I'm using max health on my face, or my hat, it's because I don't really need the magic find. So for the ally, you want to be using the Chronomancer's Cubely. The other ally you could be using is the Starlight Dragonling. But from what I've experienced, Chronomantic seems to be slightly better as you don't need to pot as much. And the less you pot, the more you shoot, the more damage you do. So I would just recommend sticking to the Chronomancer. So for the emblems, Arcane Emblem, Chaos Vial, and Chronomantic Emblem. So for my gems, I'm using Volatile Velocity, Stinging Curse, and the Clash Gem, of course. My lesser gems are pretty standard. I have 9 rolls into magic damage and 9 rolls into crit damage. You don't want to have any rolls into crit hit as you're already capped on crit hit on a Gunslinger. And for that reason, I don't even have crit hit on my Stinging Curse. Because even without any crit hit rolls, without crit hit on my Stinging Curse, without crit hit on my ring, and without crit hit on my gun, I still managed to reach 100 crit hit. And that's why my max health is so high. Because I can afford to have max health on my Stinging Curse, and my max health on my hat. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about my Gunslinger. If you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. Also, I'll leave a link in the description from a speedrun I had quite recently, so you guys can see why Chronomancer is better than Starlight. Potting is pretty crucial when it comes to the Gunslinger's DPS, so yeah, I recommend practicing the potting.